What's up, everyone? Welcome to another edition of Tarun's Thoughts. My name's Tarun Shetty. These are my thoughts. Hope you guys are doing well. Good morning. What a glorious Saturday it is. I'm rocking it. I woke up at like 11 and I just went with my dad, some errands and stuff. But hey, you know what? This is the weekend, people. It doesn't get any better than this. Or maybe it does. I mean, probably it gets a lot better. But hope you guys are doing well. I feel good. You know, I was at Coconuts last night. I was doing the Friday show, and man, I think I was eating it. I wasn't eating it, but it was one of those shows where, like, sometimes you perform and, like, the audience isn't with you. Like, sometimes they're with you from, like, you know, minute one. Other times you're just like, you're pulling teeth. And I was like, let me just slog through this. But those are the shows you get better. Those are the shows you figure out how you're funny, because sometimes the audience is too giving, but when they don't like you and they still laugh, then you really find the core of like what makes you funny, and you gotta, you know, bring more of that out. Well, that's done. That's my comedy lesson for today. But I want to talk about asking, and I might have made a vlog about this, I just can't remember, because I've been asking my friends for favors, which I will tell you about in a sec. But I've pretty much, for the most part, I think you guys know me by now. Like, I'm a guy who I have this belief, like, man, you just work hard, people will just give you opportunities, and you know, life will just magically work out, and everyone's going to be hunky-dory. That's bullshit, first of all. It doesn't always happen. I think working hard does create opportunities. It does give you a body of work, so when you are ready, you have something to show. But I think asking is also a big part of success. And I'll tell you, like, I mean, I've told you myself, like, I've opened for a few of my friends out here in LA, in Florida. You know, my friend Darren, Adam Hunter, they come by. I mean, normally they ask me because they know I'm not going to ask them. But I've been trying to ask my friends out here. Like, in fact, I'm gonna feature at this club called Snappers in where is it, Fort Myers, and you know, these spots are not easy to get. Even though I'm in Florida, it's hard to get these spots. And I had a friend. I asked him. I was like, hey, can you speak to the owner? And he did. And they got back to me. And I was like, oh, well, I guess asking does work. And another one of my friends. He's doing really well. Kayvon, who's just, you know, he's always been a solid comedian. He's coming to Side Splitters, and he sells out. And I was like, you know what, screw it. I'm just going to ask him. So I just messaged him. I was like, hey, Kayvon, can I be on your show? He's like, yeah, man, no problem. He's like, just tell the booker, I'll see you there. So I'm just saying, it's like we get on our own way. Like, do we think, man, I'm too humble to ask for favors? But, man, I'm telling you, I think the ego thing gets in our own way, and you got to ask for favors. I see now with people, you know, my successful friends, they have no qualms about asking, right? If I have something, they're like, hey, how'd you get that? You know, who books that? You know, can you get my shit to your agent guy? Like, people just ask me outright, to the point where I'm like, dude, are you seriously Sometimes people ask me stuff, like these young kids, you know, who have no experience whatsoever, and I'm like, I can't even believe you're asking me, you know, for me to get your shit to this person when you suck, right? Like, but in their mind, they're like, hey, you know what? I'm good. I'm great. And I'm going to pull whatever favor. He says no, I'll go to the next person. But really, that's the mindset you need for success. I mean, those kids will probably catch up, you know, because, like, I've seen it. The talent thing, it's a big deal. Like, it can keep you in the business. But, you know, putting yourself in the right position to get in front of people, that's probably more important, because guess what? If you don't ask, you don't get. So that's a lesson I've been learning here in Florida, because even though I come across as amazingly suave and confident and super charming, I still have insecurities about asking people for favors and, you know, putting myself out there. I mean, the work speaks for itself, but I mean, there's only so much work you can do. I hope you guys have a great weekend. We'll talk soon. Take care.